Hey guys, how's it going? It's Mo, aka Paid Trader. How is everything? How was your day? Today was March the 15th. It was a Fed statement day. Hopefully you guys were able to rock it, didn't get caught in any crazy positions that you couldn't unwind or get out of. Well, it's great to be back. I spent the past 7 days in wine country, just unplugging and enjoying the fruits of my labor. It's pretty awesome when you get to control your future and your life that way, and trading just allows that for me. So anyway, I just wanted to go over a few things because while I was in wine country, I had the realization that learning about wine is no different than learning about learning trading. I'm a big wine lover. I love wine. I've loved wine for many years. I'm also kind of a big whiskey fan. Just love the flavor, complexity. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And what, it dawned on me because my, fiance, she loves cabs, heavy, bold, wines. Me, I like Pinots. And here in the Northwest, we have the best Pinots. And she is always trying to get me to try, to move towards like the cabs and the heavier stuff. But I just never found anything that worked for me. So, trying to, appease her and try these new wines. Now, learning Forex or trading or learning about wine, they're the same thing. They're one and the same. Because what I realized today when I was at my tastings, and, there were a few, new people there. And I'm not saying I'm some great wine connoisseur because I'm far from it. But I know what I like. I saw them really trying to, get it. They were really trying to understand the what's going on in their mouths, the science. They were really trying to they were trying to be an aficionado, and this may have been like one of their first few, tastings or what have you. And it's similar to trading because many new traders, they come in and, they just want to know everything right away. They just, they're trying to force their learning. One of the biggest misnomers that I hear all the time is, you have to work hard. Learning how to trade, there is no working hard when you're learning how to trade. They may be doing, a lot of studying, like, maybe looking over charts and, and so forth. But you can't force learning. It's just, and it's the very same thing with wine. Your palate isn't, acclimated. You haven't, tried enough or, different wines to really know what you like. You haven't tried, different years, varieties, winemakers, down to the very level of soil, See, I'm not that great at it, but I know what they were trying to do, and you can't force that learning. And I see it all the time in Forex as well, where people are trying to force learning. All you can do, like with wine tasting or learning about anything, learning about wine, especially with something where you have to use a part of yourself that is needed to grow. You can't force that, And if you just take your time, little by little, your palate will adjust and, change, and you'll begin to sense different things. But of course, you need to try different things, different wines. Same way in Forex, you need to try different strategies. And ultimately, you'll find out what you like. You'll find out what strategy works for you, what fits your palate, what fits your temperament and your personality. That is the number one thing. That really is. You have to find a system or strategy or a way of trading or an instrument or asset class that works for you. The same way, you have to find, a particular kind of wine that works for you. I'm not a white drinker. I know they say drink it, you have it with fish and seafood and this and that. Sure, I like my Pinots. Even though, oddly enough, I had an amazing Pinot that drank like a cab, and it was full body, just rich, and I was pretty amazed. I've never tasted anything like it. So that being said, it's like trading. No matter how much experience you have, no matter how refined your palate is, there may always be something out there that you haven't tasted yet. It may be one little thing that can take your trading to the next level. So keep the egos out of it, keep the hubris to a minimum, or check it at the door. And that was my adventure through wine country. 7 days. It's not bad. I will have to say I'm definitely blessed. There is no doubt about that. And what I've found is the simplest things work the best. Keep it simple. Trading is simple. Not saying it's easy, so I don't want any trolls or any flames. Keep it simple. For me, it comes down to simple lines on a chart. That's it. And honestly, many of the traders that I know, like successful professional traders that I know, they keep it extremely simple. And they don't look at a bazillion different pairs. They don't look at 20 million instruments. They can't read off 8,000 stocks. They focus on sectors, or they focus on, the majors. Me personally, I'm a pound dollar, you're a yen guy. I've been for years. I swear, when they are behaving abnormally, I know, because I've been trading those same pairs forever. I'm at 16 plus, going on 17. I'm going on 17 years. 17 years. That's crazy. Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, that's a long time to be doing anything. But keep it simple, guys. Really. There's no reason to overcomplicate things. We as human beings tend to want to overcomplicate things. If it's simple, it can't work. And just remember, the more decisions you have to make within your system and your strategy, the more likely you will not be able to follow it. The more likely you'll get confused. The more likely, in the heat of the battle, you're looking through, your notes about the 10th indicator, window, but you don't know. And they contradict each other often. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. If you're going to use indicators, sure. Everyone's always bashing folks with, why are you using indicators? It's all about naked trading or what have you. Whatever. Who cares? Who cares? If it works for them, let them do it. If getting a confirmation from, XYZ indicator makes them feel better about going into that trade, it's none of our business. Let them do it. It's their money. You focus on your trading, and when you make it, see how you can have an impact. Bottom line, all right? Or you can do whatever you want. I can't tell you what to do. I know what I want to do. My goal is to have as big of an impact as possible. That's my mission. All right? Hey Trader, over and out for real this time. Good to be back. About a month and a half, Mexico, so I'll be gone again. Life's not that bad. I'm blessed. Amen.